Hi everyone, welcome back to the classes. Greetings of the day, it's Divya here. Today in our class, we will be discussing the topic moment of force and equilibrium. Now, let's see in this topic, we are going to discuss moment of force or torque, types of moment, what is equilibrium, and what about the principle of moments. When we are learning about the different types of motion, we have learned that whenever the objects are turning on an axis, such type of motion we call it as rotational motion. Now, the turning effect of a force in case of a rotational motion, we call it as the moment of a force, or we call it as torque. We can define the moment of force as during rotational motion in turning effect, whatever is the force multiplied with the perpendicular distance from the point of action of force, we can define it as the turning effect of a force or moment of a force or torque, or it is equal to force into the perpendicular distance. Now when we come to the unit is measured in Newton meter. Depending on the direction of turning of objects, moment can be classified as clockwise moment and anti-clockwise moment. If we are turning it in anti-clockwise direction, the moment we can call it as anti-clockwise moment, which is always taken to be positive. Similarly, if we are going to turn it in the clockwise direction, we call the moment as clockwise moment, which is always considered to be negative. We have already seen the SI unit of force is going to be Newton meter. If you are asked for a smaller unit, the CGS unit will be in dyne centimeter. Now let's see about couples and torque. Two equal, unlike or opposite parallel forces which are separated by a definite distance, such cases you call it as a couple. Clear? Now couple also, it is equivalent to the torque or moment of a force. The only thing is that whenever the forces are equal and opposite which are parallel, you call it as a couple. Here also it is defined by force into displacement. And now when you come to the moment of a couple, since the forces are equal in magnitude, the moment of a couple you can give it by either of the forces into perpendicular distance. Now from the figure, since it is given in the anti-clockwise direction, you have to calculate the anti-clockwise moment. Now O is going to be the point of application of force. So at point A, moment is calculated as force into the displacement OA. Right? Now similarly at B, you are going to calculate the moment as force into the distance OB. Now total moment, how you are going to calculate? You are going to add the moment at A and B. So here you can take F common. Now remaining will be OA plus OB. OA plus OB will be total AB or the total distance, and hence moment of a couple will be given as force into the total distance. Let's now move on to equilibrium of bodies. Now when we learnt about forces, we have already seen on a body so many types of forces can be acted. Like your tension force can be a normal reaction force, can be your gravitational force. So whatever be the forces acting on a body, if it is not going to produce any change in its state. Change in its state means an object can either be in rest or motion. So whatever be rest or motion, if whatever forces are acting on the body, if it is not going to change the state, then you can call that body is in equilibrium. So in such cases, the total clockwise moment and anti-clockwise moment will be equal also. Now there are some conditions for equilibrium, that is what we have already seen. Whatever be the resultant of all the forces acting on it, it should be equal to 0. The resultant should be equal to 0. The second condition for equilibrium is that the algebraic sum of moment of all the forces which is going to act at the point of rotation should also be equal to 0. So these are the two conditions for equilibrium. Now equilibrium is of two types, static equilibrium and dynamic equilibrium. Static word meaning body at rest, dynamic meaning body in motion. Now for an equilibrium cases, whatever force is acting on our body, if it is not going to change the state of rest, you can call it as static equilibrium. And whenever all the forces acting on a body is not going to change any state in the motion of an object, you can call it as dynamic equilibrium. You can see the examples given here. Moving on to an important topic, principle of moments. Now, according to the conditions for equilibrium, the algebraic sum of moments at any point should be equal to 0. Or in short, the principle of moments also says when the body is in equilibrium, the sum of clockwise moment should be equal to sum of anti-clockwise moment. If this condition satisfies only, the total algebraic sum of moments will be 0. So this is your statement for principle of moments. Let's see an example. The figure shows an example for physical balance which works on the principle of moments. That is, it should be in the state of equilibrium. Now at equilibrium, let's calculate what is the moment of person A and what is the moment of person B. Now let's find out first what is the moment of person A. So moment will be equal to the force applied into the distance, perpendicular distance from the point of application. So according to that, moment of A will be equal to 1 into 800. So that will be equal to 800 Newton meter. Similarly for person B, the distance is going to be 2 meter, force is given to be 400 Newton. So the moment of person B will be 2 into 400 meter, that is 800 Newton meter. So both the cases, the moment is 800 Newton meter. That is, the moment of person A is equal to the moment of person B. Or in other words, you can say that anti-clockwise moment is equal to clockwise moment. So this is all about principle of moments. So here we are going to wind up with today's topic. This is for your extended activity. If you have any queries related to this topic, put it in the comment box below. Stay safe and take care. Thank you.